there's like 4 points of entry. It's about 30 feet in diameter. It's a circle. Yeah. And you see people are ordering drinks and taking seats at the table. It looks like all the other games have stopped, and this is now the spectacle, and bets are rolling in.
Can I make a bet on myself?
You can. So,
I got 30 gold, all on me.
As
I
you
got 30 gold on myself.
as you walk up to the bookie taking bets, you see this very kind of gaunt and lanky looking human with like sunken cheeks and pencil thin mustache, and then wearing kind of the same colors that a lot of the other staff are wearing, where it's just like a velvet red and then just like jet black with platinum inlays. Um, he just goes, "Sir, the minimum is 500 gold pieces."
I'm the one in the fight, though.
And he just like, without even looking at you, just kind of like gently pushes away your measly bag of gold.
I asked him. Can I ask a quick question?
Not of course, sir.
What are the odds?
Um, he kind of looks the other way and he says, "The odds are currently 2-1 in your opponent's favor."
Alright. I like the odds.
Can I give Varric, like, bump into him? Well, not bump. I'm invisible. Can I shove gold into his, like, hand somehow?
Yeah.
You want me to bet?
You can. I mean, you're around, so you would be kind of seeing this.
I just want to drop off some gold. Gold delivery, Varric.
How much gold delivery?
First off, couple things. First off, give me a perception check.
Perception. That is a 12.
12. Okay. So yeah, you would have seen pretty much everything that I've described, nothing more, nothing less. So with that, you can make your way over to Varric. You want to slip him some gold because you see he's trying to bet on himself.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check at advantage.
Um, 18.
Okay. Varric, make a perception check.
Oh.
Actually, I'm just going to use your passive perception. Okay. So, as far as you know, nothing happens. You slip gold. Where are you putting it?
Wherever he just took gold out of, like, he's got a pocket or a pouch or just.
Okay. So he's got like a little pouch on the side that he kind of like tucks into a belt. And you just put your own pouch there. How much gold do you give him?
500.
Okay. And then Varric, you kind of like put the pouch back next to your other pouch, not quite realizing that you now have two pouches. So it doesn't appear that he's noticed.
Oh.
Check your gold. Check your gold, Varric.
I'm sorry, sir. What was that?
I thought it was in my head. I checked my gold.
Mhm.
How that? Please, I gave you the wrong pouch. 500 on myself.
Very cool, sir. And he just starts like counting it out.
You can't have 500 gold pieces?
He's quick. It's almost like a sleight of hand trick where
Cool.
you see that he does this thing where he actually almost like pours it out on the table in front of him. And you watch as he kind of like mutters a small incantation and the coins just start stacking themselves. So as he counts it out, he writes something in his ledger and he just goes, "Oh, sir, your ticket."
I put the ticket like behind me, assuming that somebody gave me money and that I couldn't see them, so they could take the ticket. Assuming they're still there, I'll wait for 3 seconds.
"Sir, are you bowing? Because I have other clients in line." Okay, so bets are rolling in. On the other side of the ring, I'll give Samugi a perception check because you haven't been doing much so far.
Visual of some sort, like a referee.
Doesn't look like it.
Let's look like it. Cool.
You're all topped up, right?
I know. I'm like, I hope.
Did I send you into this fight at half health?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
And I'm also no longer cursed. Which would have been really bad.
And I think you still have Gift of Alacrity. Let me double check. Because it's 16 hours, I believe, with extended spell. Yeah.
What's that do?
1d8 to initiative.
Oh, that might be helpful.
I got a 9 for perception.
Good.
Good.
Okay.
Sounds like it's
Eddie, are you there? All right, sounds good. So, I can. Okay, I'm getting him and Pierce mixed up. Okay, so no, you're good. Is there anything you are doing right now?
Alara's going to try to make a last-ditch effort to try to get in the casino again. Question before I do, though. I would have overheard what Pierce was calling himself, right? Or what Cass was calling himself. Right?
I don't think so.
Probably.
Because he pulled it out of his ass when he was in the casino, and you weren't there with him. Because you guys split up ahead of time.
Damn it. All right, I'm gonna go look around the back then, because if I can't get in that way, yeah, that plan's
Okay.
shot. Then. Yeah, I'll go walk around the back quietly if I can. Just like try not to look too. Don't be suspicious, kind of.
So you walk around the back, and you get into kind of an alleyway where you see the kind of junction between like 3 buildings. The casino itself has a kind of an open archway that leads into the building, and you actually watch as in this alleyway there's a few individuals right outside the casino that have there's 3 of them. 2 of them have the uniforms of employees.
Okay.
One of them is just covered in these tattoos of thorny vines that like go into their eyes, their nose, their mouth. Actually, you would recognize this individual.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's the female druid that you saw at the Snowcap Mountain.
All right. Well, you guys probably aren't gonna be the only ones getting fucking TPK'd here.
So as you watch as 2 employees walk out, they're
Yeah.
carrying a limp body right now. And you watch as the druid is kind of just standing there casually, like looking off in the distance, seemingly like deep in thought. And they walk over to kind of this pretty meticulous patch of earth that's just like standalone outside of the casino. And you watch as the 2 casino employees just like heave this body of a large, like muscular human, and this corpse just like hits the earth. And you watch as the druid walks over, kind of lazily waves her hand, and there is an echoing incantation, and you watch as the body just sinks into the earth as though it just was turned into water.
Cool, I'm gonna get mulched.
Did the body look familiar, or no?
You had no way to tell. You didn't see a face.
Okay.
It go ahead and make a perception check.
Natural 19.
Okay. For a total of
Total of perception Holy shit! Of 26.
Okay. So
Not used to being able to see.
I would say, looking at this body, it looks like someone that suffered a lot of serious deep cuts. They look brand new, and you see like a large gaping wound in the side of the chest that you can only assume is the cause of death. You see a tattoo sleeve on his left shoulder going all the way up around his back, that bears the insignia of the Far Empire Trade Company.
Okay.
Just looking at the guy's build, he's like a little bit disheveled. It looks like he was involved in some kind of like in some kind of fight, because it also looks like he's got weapons on him. Like he's got like a dagger on his belt. He looks like he's someone that is like a mercenary or something like that.
Okay.
You get the sense that he might have been a Far Empire mercenary or something that was doing a bit of work on the side.
Okay.
And after he's interred, you watch as the employees just kind of turn around and leave.
She's just
Are
standing alone.
are you trying to be hidden at all?
Kind of, yeah, just kind of tracing along the building, kind of watching this. I really want to talk to that druid bitch, but I'm gonna
Give me a
try.
stealth check.
Okay, I'm not gonna worry about dealing with her. I'm going to try to sneak my way into the building. That is 19.
Okay. Okay. So you, as you're trying to sneak your way around the building, and you watch this,
Uh,
as soon as you're thinking like, "Hey, I've maybe lingered a little too long, and I should move on," you watch as the druid kind of goes out of her contemplative phase and just kind of like turns, and as her head turns, her eye line meets your gaze, and you guys lock eyes for a second. As that happens, she just smiles and walks back in the casino.
I'm just gonna like.
Okay, what are you doing now?
I'd like to get into the casino, and if I can spot a uniform, I can steal it.
So you just want to roll into the back?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta find a uniform to fit in, otherwise I'm gonna stand out like a fucking sore thumb in here.
Okay.
That would be my goal at this point. I have no idea where to go. I'm not the one that saw them go up the elevator, huh? Because I was in front
You
the whole
didn't see
time.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I have no idea where anybody is, but something's going down.
Okay. Okay, so you just walk through the back archway of this casino. You enter this kind of open patio area where it's like, it looks enclosed from the outside, but as you walk in, you can still see the sky above you, and the larger casino is ahead. You see one employee, it's one of the individuals that just dumped that body, is out there. He's got like a little flask that he's sipping on. It looks like he's on break. He looks up and just goes, "Oh, sorry, this isn't an entrance. You're gonna have to take off and go around front."
I'm new here. I was late. I'm late for my shift. I didn't know. I didn't want to come in the front because then they're gonna see me. I thought we'd come in the back. I don't really know how this all works.
All right, give me a deception check, Eddie.
All right. And here we go again. Rolling hot when I need to. Deception. Where's my deception? You some bitch. Rolling hot with a 6.
Okay. So he just kind of looks curiously at you, and then just kind of turns and says, "Give me 1 second. security, and he just
Right
turns
there.
and starts.
Right as he goes to turn, I'm gonna cast silence on his ass,
Okay.
and I'm gonna whoop his ass for
Okay.
fucking around, playing fuck around and find out. So, yeah, I would.
Okay. First off, give me an initiative roll.
Okay. Natural fucking 20.
Okay.
I have a
So,
chance.
so you got the silence off. He wasn't expecting that. Now you're gonna be in it too right now.
Yep.
Okay. So what are you doing
that
to
no
whoop his
spells
ass?
can be cast? Oh shit.
I mean, you can step out of your own silence and cast spells into it.
I'm seeing if there's
Or
any that
cast
don't.
things without
I'm
verbal
seeing. Okay, so there
components.
are ones I do have that do not take verbal components.
Okay.
So this is exactly the one I wanted to do. So what's going to happen is, like, I would speak, but it's not going to do any good. I'm just going to go shh, and as I do, my fingernail grows to an extremely sharp point, and these teeth grow that you can see pouring out of my smile as I cast Primal Savagery. And he's about to get fucked up. And I'm going to launch a attack on him.
Okay.
That is a natural fucking 19 for a 26 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
So he takes 2d10 damage. So he takes 7 points of acid damage. Yeah. So 7 points of acid damage.
Okay. So you're clawing him?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you do this, you swipe across his chest with like corrosive claws,
Yeah.
and you leave like these like the acid like seals in these now burning, sizzling, corroding wounds. He falls to the floor with a silent scream. He's still alive. He is going to try to back away from you while prone. So you could choose to make a melee attack.
Yeah. I'll do that.
This before minimum wage
Yeah,
worker.
Not bad. My melee is actually not bad. I will try to. I want to try and knock him out. Alara is surprisingly strong. Shit. 16 to hit.
Okay, and what are you bludgeoning him with?
I'm just gonna punch him right in the face. For
Okay.
5 points of damage.
What's your strength score?
Let's see. How the fuck is it? Okay. Shit. Hold on. I might have fucked up on that. Okay, that's why. I was fucking with things. So my strength is actually 0, so it's not gonna be 5 points of damage. Actually, I don't know why it's
It's one
added.
it's
my
1 point of
dex.
damage.
Yeah. It's not. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
So I was like, wait a minute. Okay, I'm surprised she's that. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tell you what. This is going to be your last roll.
Okay.
Give me just a general. I'll say an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay. With advantage. Okay. Intimidation. God damn, I'm terrible at intimidation. So 9.
9.
Yep.
Okay. I rolled worse.
Okay.
So as this minimum wage employee is cowering on the ground with this corroding acid wound that is slowly killing him, you just kind of jump on top of him and just start just going wacky on him,
Yeah.
and you're not really doing much damage. At one point you kind of catch him in the eye with the side of your knuckle, and he's got a tiny little bit of blood right there, and you can tell he's kind of screaming stop, but there's the silence. You get to a point where he's just curled into a ball in the fetal position as you're just kind of kicking him and punching him, and you kind of get the sense that you could probably,
Okay.
yeah, you probably have him.
So what I do is grab him by the collar
Hmm.
and then just like tug on his collar as if to signal I need your uniform or I'll fucking kill you.
Okay. So as you do that, he just slowly starts crying while undressing in the middle of the courtyard.
Wow.
And your karma meter just like drops 10
Yeah.
points.
Like, after I get the uniform, I'm just gonna point for him to fucking leave. Like, and like mouth the word home to him. Like, go the fuck home.
He just kind of like covering himself cold, just like slowly mopes away.
You better
You
fucking
have
go
a
home.
uniform.
All right.
All right. So for the sake of brevity, this is going to determine how fast you can find where your friends are. How are you trying to, in general terms, how are you trying to approach finding where they are?
Going through the back, I would look to see if my uniform just matches generally every employee there. I would
It
kind
doesn't
of
match
just
everyone, but it matches a lot of them.
okay. I would kind of just wonder, like, if there was a card key or something to get on, like, one of the I don't want to be on the main floor because that's where all the security is going to be. Um, Fuck, how to go about this? Um,
All right, I'll give you a chance to think about it, and I'm going to go back
yeah,
to everyone else.
go for it.
Think
Okay.
Blades. You're playing Blades.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Varric, I imagine after you place your bets, you kind of turn to look in your opponent's camp. Again, you see this just huge looking. He appears to be a human, as far as you can tell. He's shorter than you, but he looks about as thick, if not a little thicker. He's just wearing like mangled hides that are just kind of like patchwork around his
He's
body.
got the tattoo.
He's got the tattoos, and he's also got like what looks like almost like studded piercings that appear to be made of bone that are going like all through his extremities. It almost looks like you don't know what this is, but it almost looks like there's like ridges and like spines that are coming out of his own bones. So you see he's just kind of got his eyes locked on you the whole time. He hasn't said anything. As you look past him, you see another individual with identical tattoos, also male, that's just kind of in the background, and he's just sitting there watching everything going on, and he's speaking like indistinctly with Charles, the individual who made a bet against.
Is this the same guy we saw in the alley? Oh, I guess he was a bear when I saw him.
Make a perception check.
$18.
By the look of him, you're guessing that this is someone else.
Okay.
The guy you saw in the alley, because he did, you saw him change form right at the end.
Okay.
You never saw his face, but he was also kind of a big, brawny guy.
So different
This
bear.
guy is he's shorter, and he's he's pretty slender. So you don't get the sense that this is someone who you recognize.
Okay.
So as that happens, is there anything you want to do before everything commences? Because you get the sense that they're at a point where they're pretty much ready to go.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my hammer and set it on the ground so the hammer first on the ground and the handle is up, and I'm gonna take out my blunderbuss.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Okay. So you're just like, kind of get off my lawn holding your blunderbuss?
There's been no rules so far, so I'm
No one seems to bat an eye at this.
okay.
Is there a large crowd from the rest of the casino gathering? I would like to do one thing before the fight.
No, this is a very intimate event.
Perfect.
As I pull out the blunderbuss, I haven't shot it yet. Never mind. I don't know. Okay. James is like, oh, this is going to be a shotgun. I'm going to injure innocent people. This fact doesn't know what.
So, with that, yeah, this is a very intimate event. There's maybe 8 people here.
So, the 3 of us and 5 other people?
Not counting the fighters.
Oh,
Like,
no, I mean,
8, yeah.
the 3, or I guess the 2 of them.
I'd say, all in all, there's probably about 13 people on the patio. And as of now, 8 of them are directly involved in this event.
Oh,
You kind of get the sense this is like the super rich, like, hey, let's watch poor people fight each other. This is like bum fights right now.
okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So
This is like the ultimate, like, vice. So you get the sense they do this sort of thing.
as
Go ahead, Pierce.
before the fight starts, and since this seems to be such a closed-off event, I would like to just sort of turn my back to everyone, get as far away without looking suspicious as I can, and look up at the sky and say, "Free duel for honor at the Grove rooftops. Come now!" Exclamation point, and cast Skywrite.
I say 3 duel for honor?
Yes. Event. Can I put that? Yeah, I can.
Yeah. One more time. The entire phrase, can you say it again?
Free duel for honor event at the Grove. Come now! Exclamation point.
Okay. Okay.
And then just casually walk back to watch the fight.
Okay. So you cast your spell. Is there a verbal component to Skywrite?
I believe there is. Yes, verbal and somatic.
Okay. So as you do that, you watch as your newfound rival, Charles, just kind of yells, "Hey, who's casting a spell over there? He's trying to cheat!"
What?
And you,
I promise you, good sir, I'm not trying to cheat. My companion pulled out a gun, and nobody said anything. Inspect him, you will see he is not magicked at all.
That sounded good.
and he like turns to the bookie. You watch as he just kind of waves his hand towards you, Varric, and he says, "I'm not detecting any magical foul play at the moment, but my eyes will be open." He says, "So, if our contestants would enter the arena."
In the arena.
Okay, you're just in there?
I've been
Perfect.
there waiting.
All right. You watch as he kind of steps over to you, kind of looks you up and down.
Who?
You?
No, who's doing this?
Oh, the bookie.
Oh, okay.
You watch as he kind of goes over to the other individual, does the same. Kind of walks around the arena, does like a quick once over, and he just goes, "Ma'am, if you wouldn't mind moving your leg." And you watch as someone that was just kind of like sitting on the table, he just kind of like pushes them back. You watch as he takes out what looks like a deck of cards, and he just starts shuffling. And as he does that, as he's shuffling, you watch as he's just shuffling faster and faster and faster and faster to the point where there's just like a blur of cards in his hands, that's just like slowly oscillating. And you watch as he just kind of slowly backs away. And for a second, it almost looks like his entire form just like gets bigger and scattered. And there's this weird visual illusion. And there's this pulse all around you. And there's this like hurricane of playing cards right now that's just expanding and expanding and expanding, and they're accelerating and accelerating and accelerating, and they're getting to a point where they're kind of approaching your face. And then for a second, all sound, you just become completely deafened to any sound or anything else. The cards for a second fall, implode, and there's an explosion and a flash of white light, and then you look around, and you are now in this dome of like oscillating playing cards that are making these kind of like arcane connections to each other. So you're in like this cage and web of just these like oscillating playing cards.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you reach out, and as you do, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
18.
Okay. So you take 2 points of piercing damage as one of the cards just like swipes across your fingers. You pulled your hand back pretty quick, but you kind of get the sense that, yeah, you could have lost a finger.
Cool. Good to know.
So as that happens, you begin to hear the sound of a deep voice reciting an incantation in a language you don't understand.
I'd like to, once I hear this fire.
I'd like you to roll initiative.
1d8.
So, Alex, so what I'd be doing, I'm just gonna
You want
do what I'm just gonna do what I think I would be doing. I'd tighten my hair up, make it look more like professional and fitting, and just kind of wander the floor as like a concierge, just like checking on people, like checking on them. There's 2 people I'm looking for. I'm obviously looking for Pierce's character, because I know what he looks like. Obviously, seeing him walk in.
So
and
your
I'm
plan
going-
is to
Just
like
scout
just
out
work
the
there.
Yeah, work and
Okay.
work and scout out the first floor. Like that's the best I could think of. I wouldn't know to go upstairs. Like
Right. Okay. I'll give you a perception check for this.
and also I would avoid the front door because I know that one security guard knows what I look like, the chick. So I'd avoid her at all costs. 20 total, unnatural.
Okay.
Gotta love that I can see for the first time.
So we'll come back to you.
Okay.
But
Stupid.
How to do this? So, as you're looking around, you definitely don't see sign of anyone. And you've spent however much time doing this, and you get the sense that you're gonna have to start looking elsewhere.
Okay. I make my way through the floors.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this has costed you 3 rounds of combat to do this.
Okay.
We'll get back to you on initiative 3.
Sounds
What was
good.
your initiative, James?
17.
17.
So,
You're going first.
thanks for
Good.
fucking. So while he's muttering some incantation, I assume shooting him is probably a good idea at this point. So I'm going to shoot him.
Yeah,
With a weapon that I have not used yet.
it's probably the best idea, to be honest.
Oh, that's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
I was gonna say he rolls a fucking like 3, kills a patron behind the fucking wall.
So there's a magic card dome.
Oh, right. That's right.
7 points of damage. And I throw the blunderbuss behind, or just kind of throw it on the ground
Okay, you just fire it and drop it.
because I had to reload it, and then pick up my hammer.
Okay.
And actually, can I throw it at him?
So your shot with the blunderbuss, I'm counting that as one attack action. So you have another attack, and you can hit him with your hammer. You can throw it as like an improvised weapon.
Well, then I'd like to hit him with my hammer.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
So I'll close the distance, and that's the unnatural 20 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And then we're gonna stack on a superiority die. of
Okay.
Trip attack.
This guy's gonna get fucked up. I feel bad for him.
Huh?
So you're gonna fuck this guy up. I feel bad for him.
Don't. Hold it there.
We have money on it, so definitely don't feel bad.
So that is a total of 21 points of damage, and he needs to make a strength saving throw.
That is going to be a 19.
Okay, he does not crit.
Okay. So you watch as with a lightning fast motion, Varric just like turns and hip fires the blunderbuss, immediately drops it, steps forward past the hammer that he like seemingly preemptively laid out in front of him with this movement in mind, twists his hips again, and with like a spinning just a dervish of metal and muscle, just cleaves this hammer, and you hear this cracking sound as you hit him in the side of the knee, and he like drops to the ground, interrupting his incantation, and just like hitting the ground, almost completely falling, grunting in pain, and then looking up at you. Is there anything else you want to do?
I would like it to move him 5 feet backwards.
Oh.
With my
Okay.
pressure point,
Yeah.
so he uses his bludgeoning damage. Would this send him into the wall?
Alright, good. Okay, so with that, you watch as Varric again cracks him in the side of the knee. He drops down. Then Varric jumps over to him, grabs him by the collar, heaves him up off the ground, and just headbutts him, breaking his nose. And you watch as he just like falls back, and his arm catches the side of the dome. And you watch as there is just this like spray of crimson blood, as it almost looks like a current of razor blades just takes his arm and almost seems to rip it off as he is like almost spun around as he bounces off the side of this thing. So he takes an additional 5 points of damage for that. So with that, with this kind of seemingly surprised by this display of speed and ferocity, let's see here. He is going to cast a spell. And
On me?
on himself.
Great.
You watch as those furs that he's wearing begin to just meld into his body
Gross.
to the point where he's this weird. He almost looks like a bit of a man-bear pig, where he's like this weird conglomeration of just like fur and then like human skin. And you watch as his jaw kind of like unhinges and drops down. And he's carrying two what looks like just like honestly, it looks like he ripped thorns off of like a giant vine because he's just carrying like 2 large thorns. With that, he is going to rush at you, and then just with these 2 blades, just dive at you and just try to sink them in your chest. So, where are we? All right, so so that is going to be a 17 to hit.
That is my armor class.
All right, that is only going to be 9 points of slashing damage. And that is all he is going to do.
Alright, okay. 2 attacks with the climb wall.
Mhm.
Let me do that one at a time. That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
I'm also gonna add a superiority die again with the trip attack.
Give him the Langston sweeper.
And that's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Again,
And I need to make a strength saving throw.
yes.
Let me check something real quick.
16 is the DC.
It doesn't help him with that. You've tripped him.
Okay, my second attack, because of Great Weapon Master, is now at advantage.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, it's with the critical hits.
What about a critical hit?
If you crit, then your next attack's at advantage.
No, no. Sorry.
You're doing Great Weapon Master because you have advantage. Is that what you're saying?
No, when I score a critical hit with a melee, I can take an extra attack. That's what I meant. Not a
Did you crit?
No, he's on the ground. So if I again attack him while he's prone, that's a critical.
No.
I thought that was on my crit.
No, it's advantage.
Okay. Then yeah, I will Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
Which is 16.
16 hits.
Okay, so that is. Let's see, yeah. Um, 13 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm actually going to throw another superiority down there.
Is it? And it was Great Weapon Master, so it's 13 plus 10, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, 23. Plus, I'm going to use the disarming strike on this one,
Okay.
and that's another 3 points. And you're going to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. What else are you doing? Is that it?
He's prone. I'm going to use action surge.
Yeah.
And take 2 more attacks at advantage.
Yeah. I assume he's a Great Weapon Master?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. So a natural 18.
Okay.
That's 9 minus 5.
Okay, go ahead and roll your other one.
And that's natural 15 plus 9 minus 5.
Okay.
So, that's
So roll your damage.
Told you, poor man.
21 for the first one, and 22 for the second one.
Okay.
So 43 points of damage. I think that was a good round, guys.
Vicious.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
That was a great round.
You're doing great.
Okay. For future reference, are you doing lethal damage, or are you trying to knock him out?
I assume this was a fight to the death.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
this is not being nice.
So, I guess, do you want to describe how you kill him, or do you want me to?
Oh, man.
For what it's worth, I would like to describe the scene because I have a
Go
pretty...
for it.
Okay. So this all happened so fast. I'm actually just going to start from the top. I didn't even get to do my thing.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So
Last night I planned this out.
yeah. So no. That's how you're supposed to use a battle master. So literally, this happens. Varric just like hip fires the gun, throws it to the side, runs at him with the hammer, knocks him to the ground, headbutts him into the wall. He gets like one stab in, and then Varric literally just sweeps his leg, and then just like cracks him in the chest with a sickening thud with his hammer. At this point, you watch as he is like trying to catch his breath after this flurry of attacks. He reaches up and like barely stabs Varric in the side of the leg, and you watch as Varric just like he just does this thing where Varric just like looks down and then just like backhands him down, takes the dagger out, and just throws it into the side of the dome. At which point it just like turns into splinters. At that point, you watch as Varric very like kind of slowly and meticulously just like puts his foot on his chest, like pushes him down to the ground, like lines it up, and then just like smashes his head open with a hammer. Gallagher watermelon, there's brain matter everywhere, end of the fight. And there's just kind of like this silence. And you watch as the folding cards just like fold all together in a single deck in the hand of the bookie. With that being said, you watch it. Yeah.
It's like add to the bloodedness of my hammer.
Well, now that you say that, as you notice as you smash down, there's not as much of a mess as you thought, and you watch as the kind of like business end of your hammer always kind of had this almost like circular ring or like indentation to it. You watch as it's now like glowing with this like red energy, and it almost looks like the blood from the pool of blood and teeth that you made is now almost like being absorbed into the hammer, and you watch as the rest of the hammer is like glowing with these like red runes that you previously haven't seen. They go up the shaft of the hammer, and they also go up your arm. So you're now seeing like sigils that are going across your arm right now, and you can gain 2d6 temporary hit points for bringing them to 0.
Oh,
Yeah, you watch as the bookie kind of just walks over to him, looks down, nods, and then just literally just kind of goes around the circle, collecting. Actually, he pays out one person. You watch as he walks over to this like really gnarly looking ginger human. He's like very scraggly looking. He's got like kind of a messy beard, kind of messy mustache. It's also very thin. He's got like kind of thinning hair, just greasy dude that does not look like he belongs here. And you watch as he goes over to him and pays him a fucking bag, like a big ass bag. And you watch as he just like looks at, he like takes a handful and like just hands it to him as like a tip, and just kind of like grabs his bag and looks. He's like now pouring it into another bag. The individual walks over to you,
okay.
and he's gonna pay you out 1,500.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 30 gold pieces and give them to him. Sorry it wasn't enough the first time. As a tip, and take the rest.
He says, well fought. If you return, generally it's good manners to make the spectacle last a little bit longer. Kind of build the excitement to a climax and then finish it.
When I need advice on booking, I'll come to you. But if you're going to tell me how to kill people, why don't you step in the money?
Very well, son. Very good. And just kind of gives you a nod and a bow.
I'm going to drag my back over the gun, put the gun back on my shoulder, put the hammer back over, and then just... Are you not entertained?
As you say that, literally you look around and like no one gives a shit. You actually, and like as all this happened, you see everyone was very disappointed. They were like, "Oh," like like this lasted 12 seconds. So they like put all the tables back. Everyone's really bummed out, and
Well, no, I just murdered a man for them.
Wasn't entertaining enough.
So you watch as Charles just kind of in a huff just now goes to leave.
How much did
Well, hold on now.
He said he was going to pay quadruple.
Yeah, I'm chasing him.
Yeah, you run him down.
Yeah. A little coward.
Yeah,
Excuse me,
he's
good sir.
turning like putting like a very like nice fur coat over his wife, and he's very much like, "Darling, let's get out of here." And he's like on his way out. So you're running him down.
Yeah. Calling out to him.
Okay, yeah. He kind of stops and just goes, "Darlene, I shall meet you outside." And he just like sends his wife away, and just kind of turns like chin very high, to the point where he almost can't see you. I suppose you're coming here to gloat, is it?
Oh, no, of course not. That would be in poor fashion. But I do believe you owe me 2,500 gold. I'm sorry I couldn't make it more entertaining.
I believe the sum would have been 2,000, if I did my math correctly. And you watch as he just holds out in pure platinum. He'll pay 2,000.
Oh, okay. I take it nonchalantly. Thank you very much. Good day. Sorry about your friend.
He just goes, "No friend of mine, useless savage." And he turns, and you watch as he walks past another one of these druid individuals who looks genuinely like upset that his friend died. And as he walks past him, he just goes, "You tell Serba that if he's going to send me goons to do my bidding, then maybe he should send someone a little bit more competent than whatever the fuck that was," and pointing at the bloody mess that you've left behind. And then he just like straightens out his coat and then just like walks out in a huff.
Is the druid still here?
The other one?
Can I go? Yeah, can I go outside?
Yeah.
I'll do it. Sorry about your friend, mate. Would you send anyone for me? They'll end up like him. You know, just keep him.
Yeah. You watch as he smiles, and you see, you haven't seen this, but it looks like those, like, tattooed markings also go through the teeth, too.
Close.
Um,
We've got thorn tattoos on this teeth.
it looks like it. So, you're out?
I mean, I'll go wherever Pierce is. And be like, "So what's my cut? I did the heavy lifting."
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. You owe me 200, I think it is?
Yeah, take it out on my cut.
Yeah, whatever. Here's 1,000.
You watch as there's this, kind of, oh, and what are you doing, Samugi, as all this is happening?
standing by in the room just watching everything go down, so after this he's just kind of, I guess, following his party out.
Do I see something?
I'm invisible, no?
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Are we
Yeah.
still invisible? Okay.
You're both in
It's
this.
only been like 2 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, it has not been much time. I would say, as an act of mercy, at this point, Alara enters the scene. It looks like she's carrying a tray of drinks,
Yep.
and you
Do I recognize the law?
you do.
I think it's right.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure.
You watch as this kind of scraggly looking ginger individual like kind of walks up to you, Alara, and he's like, all right, what do we got here? And he starts just like picking through everything that you have, and he starts just like collecting glasses of like champagne or what have you, and he's just like spilling some of it, and he's like hoarding these glasses.
Thirsty.
And he's gonna, he like sniffs it, and like you see him lick one of the like just one of the drinks, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna need a bunch more of these, all right, sweetheart? Yeah, all right, that's a good girl.
Boy,
And he like kind of turns around and walks over to a table, and you watch as he just like takes out all his drinks and like just sets them all down, pulls out this shitty like iron bowl, and just starts pouring his drinks into a bowl.
This is wonderful.
I try to whisper in Cass's ear. Anybody think this could be a Shinty Bill in disguise? He's kind of a mess.
Yeah, I was trying to see if he was like a goblin or something, but maybe, maybe it is. You want to talk to him?
I'm invisible, so I don't think that'd be a
Oh,
good
shit.
idea.
Shouldn't be talking to myself. I'll waddle over to this goblin fellow.
Okay. As you do, like he looks like a human about your size, Cass. As you walk over to him, you watch as he just like kind of looks around. He's got his feet up on the chair. He's like crouching right now. You watch as he like puts on this really shitty jacket that he has. It's just like meshwork of patches and threads. He like looks around, puts on this jacket. He takes a hood and like throws it over his head, and then just like goes like this over the bowl, like he's just like sleeping, and you just hear like licking.
Oh.
I stand. Yeah, I stand
He
over.
looks
him.
up. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, why'd you bet on me?
You always bet on an underdog. I'm a bit of an underdog myself.
Name's Varric.
Yeah, my name's Garrick.
Interesting.
Why is that interesting?
We got rhyming names.
I don't notice that.
Garrick, Varric, it rhymes.
Yeah, it doesn't sound similar to me, but if it's all the same to you, I'm just gonna go back to drinking my nap here.
Okay.
Well, we appreciate the confidence, Garrick, and our friend. And I'm not talking in my guy's voice anymore. Listen, let's just make this simple. And I tap him on the shoulder and cast Detect Magic. Just like pat him on the shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, you cast Detect Magic. There is a... So, as you look at him, the kind of like shitty, like balding spot patchwork hair that he's got on is in and of itself magical. And it gives you a kind of weak illusion enchantment.
Take it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna rip this man's toupee off.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh no. That's a 5.
Okay. As you kind of like go to reach for it, it definitely moves. So this is a toupee. However, as it does, he like grabs it, and for a second you see like a shimmer, a flash of beady yellow eyes, black fur, and it, in the same instance, kind of turns back to his form as he just goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And like grabs it on. And he's like, "You don't fuck with another man's hair."
Believe me, I know. I'm sorry. And I want to move my hair a little bit and like kind of change into Cass real quick and then back into my fat dude.
That's what my nephew would call a weird flex.
Why don't we go talk downstairs? You and
I don't
me
have
and my
anything to say
friends.
to you. I don't know you.
Oh, god damn it. Varric, you fucking deal with him. I don't want to... I'm over this.
Yeah, Varric, why don't you deal with me?
I take the toupee off or something.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, Jesus Christ.
So as you reach for the toupee, you just like grab it, and it almost looks like he sees it coming, and then just like leans into it with his head, and he just like plops his head in your hand. You grab it, and you just lift. He grabs your hand, flips up, and you like lift his whole body, and you've now just got this like greasy, like mangy thing on your arm, and he's just looking at you like, "Is this how you thought that was gonna go?"
Well, then I'm just gonna carry him out.
You start carrying him out.
Because he's holding on.
He just goes, wait.
You shitty bill, ain't you?
We can talk. You and I can do business, all right? I like this guy. I will have to insist that we go back and pick up my drink bowl.
Deal. Guys, grab the drink bowl.
God, alright.
Would you have him pour it in this, please?
Yeah.
He's got like a leather canteen.
I take the leather canteen in one hand, dip it into the bowl, and hand him back, and then just drop the bowl.
Oh, well, that was unnecessary. A lot of wasted liquid. All right. What can I do for you, nice gentlemen?
Well, first of all, we're supposed to find you. And we did. Seeing as you went back to the deal. Under Tavern's not too ugly. And you know what? I got friends there. And my friends aren't happy. I'm not happy.
I don't know who you guys think I am, but I think we got some kind of misunderstanding here. Maybe we can smooth this over.
How so?
Let me down and I'll show you.
How about no,
Don't
and you
let
tell
me
me.
down.
All right, well, this is, something that I figure a few bits of gold could...
We're on the roof, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk towards the edge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Lord.
Okay, you walk towards the edge. He,
Hold him over the edge.
Is there
He
a
just says-
crowd? I would just like... Is there a
Yeah,
crowd?
we
Just
need
for
to
the
get
spectacle
out of the
of it?
casino, people.
Hey,
yeah, so you look down. There's like 3 people that are trying to talk their way in, and they're pointing up at the sky.
Okay, that's the best option.
And you look around, and at this point, you hear the bookie just go, "Sir, I'm going to have to insist that you unhand our guest."
Boy, this is a meeting between friends. We're old friends, you know. Ain't that boy?
He just goes, "I don't know this guy. I'm being kidnapped. He's planning." You like
I
a
start to release slowly, not all the way. Just so he knows I'm not playing games. Is this gold over on the table still?
No, his gold is in his pocket. The bowl is on the table. You go to release, and you watch as he kind of like slowly, just kind of softly, just says, "I don't know who you are, but you don't know who you've just fucked with." And he lets go.
Oh,
He falls off the side of the
do I
building.
get
You-
his toupee?
yeah.
Cat's
So
always
you
got on the goddamn
yeah.
beat.
So you can now add the toupee of disguise to your inventory.
Loving.
With that, you see this jet black, greasy tabaxi fall off the side of the building, kick off, and then do that cat thing where they like sprawl out and like spin their tail, and then he just like lands on his feet, and then just like looks up like back at you, and then just like scatters into the alleyway.
I want to cast Vortex Warp on him.
The fuck
Okay.
does that do?
Is that a Constitution? What kind of save is it?
Yeah, it is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Where do you want to place him?
We need to get out of this casino, guys.
Up on the fucking roof.
Alara
How-
would be walking by, subtly whispering, "She's here. Fucking druid is here."
Oh shit. Okay. How high up are we?
God damn it, Bear.
6 floors up.
6 floors up.
So
Okay.
this is going to be about a
Like 6.
like a 90-foot drop.
Okay, well then I will just bring him back up to us.
Okay. You bring him back up and you see him running around. He kind of goes back up and he's like in the middle of you guys. He goes, "Oh, hey, everybody. Sorry, just had the zoomies for a second. Just had to run around in a circle, but now I'm ready to talk."
Good idea.
So,
Uh,
I tried to grab
Let's
it.
let's go talk somewhere else.
and you watch as this happens, he like looks up and then becomes almost like pale faced as he locks eyes with someone, and you turn, and that smaller druid is looking directly at him, and he just like
Dies.
he doesn't die. He just like gets very scared, and you watch as his fur like just bristles out.
Everybody
Alright.
jump! Everybody jump!
Thank
Let's
fucking
go!
God you have it.
I grab the tabaxi
I
and
need you to make an initiative roll against me, because now it's my turn.
Oh no!
oh no, that's an 8.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Nice.
I did better.
Yep. So that's a 6. So you're going first.
You guys see Sundar, who's now not invisible, so she casts Vortex Warp and isn't invisible anymore.
Is
I-
Smoogie also not invisible?
Samugi's still invisible.
Samugi's still invisible. Yeah. I say everybody jump, and I grab the collar of this tabaxi and I fall. I just like yeet myself off the building.
I jump and grab Sundara.
Okay.
Not by the collar.
Uh,
Along the waist. Like a gentleman.
okay.
Let's just make
Alara, what are you doing?
Oh Jesus Christ! Has Cass jumped yet? Are we really fucking doing this?
Yeah, I go to the edge of the roof and give a salute, change back to Vale, and then fall off
Oh
the roof.
Jesus! I fuck it. And if Smokey and everybody's gone, I gingerly jump off the edge like we're all gonna die, and I cast Mycelium word on everybody, not knowing if it'll help or not.
The preemptive healing word?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, mark off that spell slot.
I will cast Featherfall on us.
Okay. I like to think that Sundara is actually with her finger counting as you guys are falling down. Like you're in free fall, and she's just like,
It's like, oh fuck, I have one last splat. That's like a lot.
yeah, you're reloading.
Hopefully Samugi can.
Everyone else jumped off.
No one can see
Does
you.
my slow fall only work when I'm like in initiative?
Nope.
What is that?
Oh,
It
wow.
just happened.
You just jump.
Reduce
Whatever, yeah.
my damage by 25 hit points?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
How much damage do you take from falling 60 feet?
90 feet. We're about to find out.
Yeah, what's the...
Acrobatics.
So, the way that I do, I don't know if any of you guys, I don't know if I've said this out loud, but the way that I do falling damage is for 10 feet, I start with a d4. For 20 feet, I do a d4 plus a d6. For every 10 feet, I keep adding a dice and upgrading its increment until we get to d12s, and I just roll d12s.
Oh, geez.
So,
You could die here.
10, 20,
Preemptive healing.
30, 40, 50, 60.
Oh my god.
So 7, 8, 10. I rolled solo. 11, 15, and then 3 more of these. 15 plus 17. So that's 32. So you take 7 points of damage.
Wow.
Damn, Smitty.
So,
You start
Like,
saying-
just an invisible thud.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like,
then-
oh shit, I forgot
what are
Sabugi.
your rolls? 'Cause I was gonna half it if you pass a. I gotta set a DC. Don't tell me. I mean, it's 90 feet. I should have come up with like an actual way to do this. Let's say.
A bit arbitrary.
Hang on.
How often are we jumping? Off a 90-foot. Sure.
Yeah.
Although-
DC.
Every night I jumped off a cliff.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a DC of 25.
Well, yeah. When
I
I
like
was
we
a
should jump off
barbarian,
more
I
things.
touched the ground.
So 7 points. of
100
damage.
feet.
You and
Yeah.
I both jumped on our feet.
I used to be a prolific cliff bouncer when I was a young gnome.
Sorry, Sabugi, I couldn't
you-
see you.
You watch as actually you don't see this. You so Nara, you can't see Smoothie, so you all land and you're
Use
just kinda
a
like
video game.
I mean, how did you want to do it? I mean, you take 7 points of damage no matter what. How do you want to do this?
Is it just a straight shot? There's no bouncing action.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, then I would like to call back to my prolific time as a gnome mountain bouncer, and just kind of boop, boop, boop.
Oh, like a Samus style, like
Yeah, if that's possible.
okay, sure. So, you all like very gracefully land, and you just watch those couple heads like peek over, looking at you, and then you just kind of see this faint like bit of like dust with the sounds of scraping that's just like. At one point, there's like a fire escape that like breaks and like goes down, and like you just kind of hear this clattering of like this old ass gnome that's just like parkouring his way down, and then you hear this little plop. As like 3-point style, you land right next to your friends after taking 7 points of damage.
Superhero landing.
Let's
get the
we
fuck
should
outta here.
leave promptly. Yep.
He goes, "I've got a safe house. Follow me." And he just kind of like tries to get away from you. He's like running faster than you're letting him if you're holding him.
Oh, he's like in the air like Scooby-Doo.
No, he's just like making dust.
Oh.
He's spinning his wheels.
No, I'm not holding on to him. She is,
Oh,
but I'm holding on to her. So I don't.
Should probably grab him, Varric.
Yeah, someone should. I'm not the person to do this.
go ahead and make an athletics check because he's still not trying to be held.
That's significantly better. 24.
That doesn't cut it. So as
I
you
would have got it.
use a rogue, as you grab him, he just kind of like twists off you and he just goes, "If it's all the same to you, I do not like to be held."
Okay,
All
what are we
right, do
doing?
we have somewhere to go without him? Everybody, can we start walking?
Yeah.
Come on,
If he-
be my
if he
safe
starts
house.
to-
I follow him to
let's-
the place.
Let's go to your safe house. Come on, let's go.
Okay, he's like starting to duck through like alleyway and alleyway.
Is he trying to like move us?
He's going quick, but you don't get the sense he's actively trying. You get the sense that he's going as quick as he usually does when he's making a
He doesn't look like
getaway.
he's trying to.
And he's not trying to lose you, but he's not also it doesn't seem like he cares if you can keep up or not. So I'm gonna have the group make an acrobatics or athletics check right here.
Yeah, oh boy.
The group?
Mhm.
Oh, yay. That's what I'm
We should not.
proficient
We
in.
should not be doing
Alright,
this.
acrobatics it is for me.
Well, they meant to disguise as a group. What's better for everyone? Because I'm good at both.
Oh, I thought we were just
we all
each
do
doing
it.
one.
No,
And
you each pick.
Oh,
that's an 11.
I got an 8. Can I bless myself to see if that helps?
You can do guidance if you want.
I do not have guidance. I just have bless.
Bless will not help.
Okay.
And then you, Pierce?
14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was actually the winning roll right there.
14?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I take the median. So
Oh,
you were
oh, oh.
way high. So that's how I've been doing these group checks is I set the DC and then I take the median.
Okay.
Yeah, the DC was actually 12 because it had to be 10 less than what he rolled, at least. So, perfect. So, after a short while, you see him kind of make his way over to what looks like this kind of abandoned, shitty shack, kind of in the middle of the industrial district. It's almost like a little standalone building. And as he goes over to it, there's no signs or anything like that. But he opens it, and there you see this gruff-looking, one-eyed dwarf that's standing behind the counter of a bar. And he kind of looks up and just goes, "Oh, how's it going, shitty?" And he just goes, "You've got some friends with you?"
Before I go inside, I'd like to, on the wall outside, write that same insignia I did on the door. Not as large,
Okay.
but large enough that someone would see it.
Okay.
With the chalk.
Okay. As you're doing that, Shitty walks out and just goes, "What are you doing?" And he starts like scrubbing it out. He's, I thought you were going to do business or what?
Good point. I go inside.
And he kind of like goes and walks back in.
I turn to Sandara and like try to slyly talk to her. Right, we might just be walking into his trap. Whenever you want to kick things off, we really just need him and to bring him back. So just
Noted.
give me the signal.
I mean, we don't have to bring him back. We just have to find him.
That sounds like a really dumb thing to be like, oh yeah, we last saw him at the bar. That was like 2 hours ago.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying.
They asked us how to kill him.
They said find him and don't.
Yeah.
He just goes. So he says, "Why don't we take a seat? You guys want a drink? The beer here is particularly bad."
Go anything harder.
He looks up and you watch as the door kind of like rolls his eyes and he just like takes this, brings over this bucket and like sets it down. And just goes, "Sorry, don't have any clean glasses at the moment."
Like a 5-gallon bucket?
Yeah. There's not 5 gallons in it, but it's like there's actually not that much liquid in it.
Okay.
It looks like someone poured like 3 beers in a huge bucket.
That's not hard.
You don't know what it
I
is.
take a drink. I drink.
Okay. It
Is
is.
it rainwater?
It's not rainwater. It's mostly foam. But it's sweet, and it's got this like very plasticky chemical taste.
Oh.
Yeah.
Am I tipsy?
I mean, you just took a sip of it, not yet.
Does it feel like it's that amount of alcohol? Or I'd like.
You don't fully feel confident that this is alcohol per se.
Just drinking straight chemicals.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's some kind of intoxicating. Yeah, maybe it's a household cleaner, you're not sure. So with that, he just kind of sits down and just goes, all right. So, you guys don't have all the fucked up tattoos, so I'm going to assume you're not with the Circle.
The what?
You don't really seem to know your way around an alleyway, so I'm gonna assume you're not the Under Tavern, so that just leaves those Gilded Glaive friends. So,
More freelance.
freelance, even better, even better. I can work with that. So, what can Shitty Bill do for you?
Well, you seem to win an exorbitant amount of money off of my fight.
Oh, Varric,
And
come
that
on.
makes me owe you?
No, it means if you don't want me to carry your ass kicking and screaming back to the Under Tavern, then you'll pay me. That's what it means.
All right.
Before
Freelance
we start off with violence, maybe let's just be friendly and talk.
Yeah, you're reasonable. I'll talk to you.
You had a job at Karsus Folly. You found something, you brought it back, it went missing. What was the thing? Who did you sell it to?
I didn't sell it to anybody.
Those
Well,
tattoos.
where is it then?
Someone take it from you?
I was attacked on the road. I was outnumbered. They seem to know where they are. I think the Gilded Glaive sold me out. Probably the Under Tavern too. I think they're working together. And I think they wanted to cut me out.
Who was it?
Where'd you get all this money then?
Just, investments. Just every time you get paid, you take 20% of that, set it aside, try to
That doesn't
buy
sound
something
like.
you think is going to increase in value later.
Okay, see, my problem with that is that your name is Shitty Bill, and I think a shitty person would not do something like that. I think you're talking out of your butt.
No, I'm serious. Hey, if you cut out some of the expenses that we spend every day, like
I'm
cup of
not
coffee in the
talking about the
morning.
finances, Shitty Bill. I'm talking about where the machine went.
Yeah, so it was taken by the thieves.
Which
Who-
thieves?
Like I said, they smelled like Under Tavern to me.
Does he seem like he's lying? Because he seems like he's lying.
Making it, yeah. I mean,
Seems like he's talking about
like you have make an insight check. You think whatever you want. It's not going to change what you think, but make an insight check.
12.
12. It seems like everything he's saying, he's making up on the spot. He's like, you get the sense he's windmilling and just actively looking for a way out of this.
Is there a sink behind the bar?
Not as far as you can tell.
Can I ask the guy if there's a sink in this establishment?
He goes, we don't have running water.
You have a bucket of water.
I've got a bucket of fluid,
How full?
about yay high.
Can I have it?
Sure. I mean,
As-
hands it to you.
I put it on a bar stool next to Shitty Bill,
hmm
and I grab his head.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Okay.
As a note, Alex, Laura would be sitting there with a small dark wooden toothpick in her mouth. As I'm holding my action to cast a spell if he tries to make a run for it.
Okay.
24
Okay, you grab him.
by the head,
hmm
and then I ask him, "Where's the device?"
I just told you I don't have
And
it. It
then I
was
put
stolen.
his dead in the bucket of water.
Okay,
with
you,
fluid.
you start waterboarding him.
Waterboarding?
I mean, this technically isn't waterboarding. This is just drowning,
You-
but
You hear the sound of a gun cocking behind the counter.
Thank you.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask your group here to leave. And he goes, "Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We can do business. I'm not talking unless this guy's out of the bar."
And then I set him down and walk out of the bar.
Jeez, what an asshole am I,
And then I
right?
draw the thing on the side of the bar again.
Okay.
I'm breathing out.
Okay. So, with that, if your associate comes by, what's your plan?
Pretty bills in there.
Okay. So you're out there waiting. With that, he just goes, okay. If I'm gonna talk real to you guys, I'm gonna need some assurances.
Sure.
We can make
Assurances,
those.
here you go. I assure you that you probably will die at some point in your life. Come on, let's talk.
Yeah, I think we can do a little better than that.
Okay, what
So
assurances do you need?
I say my piece. I tell you what I know. And I walk out of here. I'm a free cat.
If the reason is good enough, I suppose. It's not like
No,
I have any.
no reason. Just I tell you how the folly job went down, and I walk free. We never see each other again, and no one ever heard that they even saw me.
If you tell us what you know, you will walk out of this bar. And I hold out my hand.
Yeah. See the way that you phrased that? See, I can tell you're a shyster, okay? It takes one to know one. So I'm not worried about walking out of the bar. I'm talking about we never see each other again. You don't turn me in. The Under Tavern, the Gilded Glaive, the Circle, they don't know shit. Alright? Those are my terms. Otherwise, I'm not fucking talking.
Look at Alara and Smoogie, like, that cool?
Are we still invisible?
Yours would just be like about to run out.
Samugi.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Samugi goes, speak fast.
I haven't heard anyone verify that we've all agreed to my terms.
On sidebar, one moment, please. I like kind of pull over to Cass and Alara, and I presume some movies nearby. I honestly, I feel like we have the upper hand here. Why are we bargaining with him? We can just,
Do we want to know where the device is, or do we want to turn him in? Which one's more important to us?
I would prefer to know where the device is. I don't care if we turn him in or tell the Gilded Glaive where he is. I don't really care about that.
He goes, yeah, it's no skin off your back, so why would you even narc on me?
Okay.
Excuse me, we're trying to have a private conversation.
I've got really good hearing. I don't know what to tell you.
Cover your ears.
It's hard, okay?
You
My hands
try.
You know what? Yeah. Why? Who? Alara, you okay with keeping quiet for the Gilded Glaive?
Yeah, that's. I'm not extremely tied to them, so whatever you feel is best, I will back it all the way.
All right, sure. Fuck it. You know what? We found you. I turn around. We found you. That was enough. Pride for me. So, sure. Let's talk. Agree to all your extremities.
All right. Shake on it. And he holds out his foot.
Excuse me?
Yes. I put my hand out.
Okay. He puts his foot in your hand and shakes it.
I don't know these weird traditions. Okay, tell us what you know.
Yeah, I've never done that before. I was just being weird. Let's see. So, it all started with the Twilight Apothecary. The Sisterhood was in contact with some kind of wizard out in Karsus Folly, and they were interested in this. I don't know what you call it. It's like some kind of arcane device that could stabilize a portal to another dimension, so they could commune with the Raven, fucking whatever bitch, out in the Shadowfell or what have you. And you got this guy out there, Faraday, who's saying he can, just create rifts to other dimensions that you can just turn on and off and carry it with like a little device with you. He's like, oh, I'm gonna. Where are we going now, honey? It's like, let's go to the Feywild. Let's take the kids. And it's like, oh, let's go over to Don's place. And it's like, yeah, let's go to the Plane of Fire. So anyways, they need someone to act as a liaison for this sort of thing. So they come down to the Under Tavern, and of course, they need someone that knows how to get things moved between borders. You know what I mean? So I meet the prick. We pay him what he asks, which is he didn't want money. He wanted a job done that someone else had to do in my crew. We had to deliver like some kind of painting from some rich family out in Brightwater, and then a bunch of magic shit that I didn't really understand. But we pay him what he wants. He gives us the goods. Oh, I forgot to say. Night before the deal goes down, okay? It's all set to go. I get approached by this, fucking hell, what's his name? He just, he called himself Oswald, I think, or Oswell, something like that. Talked like a shit don't stink, but this guy was also a shyster, I could tell. And he basically said that we could do a sort of double bubble situation where I take payment from the guild, and he paid me triple to basically get robbed on the road. And, yeah, that's what happened. So, I go on the road, and there's a bunch of these tattoo fuckers waiting for me. And, it was scary, but they were nice. I just stepped out of my cart, they grabbed what they needed, and I made my way here, and I'm just planning to live out the rest of my 6 lives just doing whatever. And that's about it.
Why didn't you just tell the Gilded Wave that you were robbed?
Well, because then I'd have to pay him back for paying me for the job.
Oh, you're so shitty. Okay. And these druids, you saw one today?
Yeah, you did too. That guy that your friend smashed was one of them.
Yep.
You see, you can tell because they've got tattoos that go up on their face. You gotta check the nose. Anytime I meet someone, I gotta look under their nose. You never know.
Okay.
Well, that's a lot of information.
It was. It was a lot of information. That would be very valuable to someone. So, I'd say we've made both of us pretty mutually beneficial friendships here, I would say.
I don't think I would use the word friendship, but yes.
I mean, if you don't want the friends and family discount for any of my services in the future, that's up to you. But if you want it, it's there. So if you ever need anything, I'm your guy.
I think we could be of use, at least.
Who's that talking?
What? Hello, I'm right. Hello?
No, he's like kind of looking towards Samugi.
Oh, she's okay.
How do I take this off, Sundara?
Oh,
you guys can't see the waving his arms around.
I don't know. Can I just turn it up?
Isn't it concentration?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I just stopped concentrating on it.
Okay.
Sorry, Samugi.
Yeah, Smoothie apparates.
Okay.
And just goes, whoa, you look old.
Older than you know. Hello, Shitty. My name is Samugi. Yes, this Oswald fellow, that was the first time you had met his kind when you met him?
I've met plenty of his kind, smooth skins like you.
Okay. With the tattoos, I mean.
He didn't have any tattoos.
Okay. Where'd you meet him?
I met him at a bar. I don't remember the name. I think it was called the Wizard's Gauntlet or something like that.
And what do you look like?
Clean cut hair, kind of thin mustache, sort of air of entitlement about him.
I could give a pretty good description of Smoogie.
You know.
Yes, you said Oswald?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the plot thickens. Look at that. All the helpful information I gave. Wow. What a guy. Doing this without asking for any payment? What?
I think the
I call
payment was
5
kind of your life.
I mean, I don't know about you, man, but I think everyone's got a right to live.
Jesus. Okay. Well, I mean, you know what? Thank you, Shitty.
Shitty, one more question. Why didn't the Duke and his druids just murder you?
I'll tell you what, I didn't stick around to find out.
Oh, you should be careful. They might try and murder you now.
Yeah, they'd have to find me first.
That's true.
I walk outside.
You know, probably doesn't make much sense for me to stay in the city, but yeah. I don't know. That milk to wine they have at the Grove is hard to beat, and I've still got a couple weeks on my membership, so after that I'll probably split.
Well, anybody else have any other questions for Shitty Bill?
I've got one thing. Let's say your friend sells me my toupee back.
Oh, the one who's outside, Videric?
Yeah.
I'll see if he's interested. I go outside. Varric, do you want to give this guy his toupee back for some money? Like a transaction?
Half of what he won from my win.
Oh, okay. I go back inside. Do you guys want to talk directly, or do you don't want to keep walking back and forth?
I don't want to talk to him.
Oh,
I also don't want to talk to him.
okay. Well, he wants half of the winnings for your toupee.
Well, you tell him to go fuck himself.
I'm not going to go back and forth between you guys. You can go tell him to F himself yourself.
I'll wipe my ass with your toupee.
I don't want the toupee anymore.
I haven't done it yet.
Well, oh, I forgot one thing. Say, Dusty, and he stands up and goes over, and he's like, do we still have that? And he just, like, walks in the back, and you kind of hear mumbling.
Should we just leave? I don't trust this man, even with my tiniest of toes.
Where we go?
I'm outside already.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
I would like to cast Skywrite again, and just put Shitty Bill. And then, does this place have an address? Probably not, but
Not really.
okay. Then I do an arrow that takes 8 words worth of magic.
He's pointing straight down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we should probably go.
Thanks for your help, Shitty Bill. We're going to leave now.
You look at the dwarf there, and he says, oh, he went out the back as soon as he said, do you have that thing?
Yeah, okay.
Figured.
I thought so. Yeah, okay. Nice meeting you, sir. You should probably, I don't know, maybe leave the area too. I don't know. Okay, let's go.
You're not going to pay for your drink?
No,
Put it
I
on
think that was,
Shitty's tab.
I think that was a cleaning material.
Shitty doesn't have tab privileges anymore. He said that you would all be paying.
I walk in.
Ah.
How much is it?
It's 1 gold.
I give him 1 gold.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah.
Take it.
Let's go. Let's get out of here. Jesus.
Okay. Um,
Well, this was surprisingly involving a coven I know. Getting this information. Um, the coven was speaking of is mine. Um, the Ravens
Yeah, we know
Lament.
you're the Raven Queen. Right?
Yes. Um, I will get word back to them and see if I can pull any other information. Um, even though it doesn't seem very devious that they would want something like that. Um, I will see if I can get any more insight as to this object or where it would have ended up. If these druids have it, we could try to backtrack the one we had initially fought against. She was at the casino.
Are you like on good
She,
terms?
yeah, what was she doing at the casino?
She had a few of the employees there drag a body out. Looked like he worked for the FETC. Very large gentleman. They kind of fed him to the earth. I don't know what they did, like what that does. Um,
They
but she was
fertilized.
definitely, yeah, like fertilizer kind of, but the earth kind of just took him in. Maybe it was some type of druidic transport. I don't know. But
Was he alive?
no, he seemed quite dead. Um, I'll send a raven to my apothecary, see if I can get some info. Um, but honestly, these druids seem to be tinkering quite a bit and crossing our paths.
You
Well, what do
know.
you guys say we go back to our new apartment?
Oh,
Oh,
where
we
we
gotta
go.
we gotta go to the butcher shop first,
Okay.
Oh.
and then we can go. We might. Yeah.
okay.
You know, the strangest thing happened to me before the fight. I thought I only had 30 gold, and then I had 500 gold.
Oh yes, that was me. I saw you were trying to make a bet but had no money, so I put 500 gold in your pocket.
Oh, well, I give her 500 gold.
Oh, I thank you.
Such a gentleman.
Um.
I'm
Oh, we have so much information now.
I'm
Did you
really glad I.
guys?
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Did you guys hear the what was that guy Charles that you were? He said something about a person named Serba. Is that
Yeah.
right? Okay, just making sure I heard that right. It said Serba, so maybe
Yep.
he's like some sort of leader of the Druids. I don't know.
I mean, it might be the woman, right? We don't know her name.
Oh shit, you're right. We don't know her name.
She didn't seem too concerned when we caught her the first time, or I guess the only
No.
time.
We should have killed him.
Did she?
We should
When
have.
we saw her, is that who we saw just now again before we jumped out the window?
No, that was a
Uh,
dude.
Oh, that was a dude. I thought we saw a second druid.
Yeah, I thought
The
we
one
saw
you
the
killed, and then
female.
someone else came up.
Yeah, that was a different dude. He was there
Yeah.
before the fight.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of
Didn't catch his
druids.
name, but I told him to kick rocks.
Okay.
Well,
Let's go get your meat, Cass. We
yeah.
can go back to our apartment and regroup, and then kind of talk about the next steps.
I just try to get the, the cheapest ass end of a pig type of meat.
Okay. All right. It'll. How much are you getting? Just like a rat-sized helping, or what?
A child size helping.
Child-sized helping. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he'll give it to you for. You literally have to round up and 1 gold would be more than enough.
I'll just hand him a bar
Are
of
we gonna
platinum.
finish the blacksmith on our way back?
It would be a bit of a detour.
I could go by myself.
Okay, which are you trying to go to a specific blacksmith?
The one that I sold my hammer to, or I tried to, and they didn't take.
Mhm.
all
Okay.
the stuff.
That would be a ways.
Okay.
There
I'll
would,
do it later.
I mean, there's like a commercial district that's close. You could probably find a different blacksmith.
I'll do it later.
Okay. All right. So you guys are making your way back to the apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
actually have to go. I'm sorry. Gotta go pick up a
Okay.
car.
Okay.
It might be quick, might not. I'm gonna try to get back on, but no worries.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
Well, with that, we might want to call this one short because I'm gonna have to work soon, and if Pierce is leaving, I think we'll call it here as you
3
guys.
o'clock's yeah, 3 o'clock's my cutoff too.
Sure.
Well, shit, you guys didn't die. Yay, the cards lied.